everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circle in the schedule since the start of the season. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 16th ranked team, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ragin' Cajuns will kick this deep to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And that run goes nowhere against this fired-up defense.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up.
Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Rainbow Warriors will line up on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass complete on a crosser. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how Dave
fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. Talk about a great way to start this game, from setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That makes the score Hawaii 14, Louisiana 0. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still having a...
He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. You've got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly by a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. The Raging Cajuns pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
He's going to pull it down and run. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Raging Cajuns will have first and 10 here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Raging Cajuns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Solid tackle, able to get him down. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Fights through a tackle. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Finds room at the 30. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down on what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. And the Rainbow Warriors looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Bringing it out. It's Cross. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Raging Cajuns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Took contact on the throw. He pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Tight end makes the grab. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle, but 1st down. The Raging Cajuns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, will try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Takes the handoff again. The Rainbow Warriors pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. And here comes a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. No chance to catch him. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Louisiana 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Always looking to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 1 more play before they head to the locker room. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And it's likely they'll take 1 last shot here before halftime. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled after the catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. The Raging Cajuns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Raging Cajuns have first and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Heading left after the handoff. And the ball to the ground. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
But you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Hawaii. All the way back to claim the lead. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Hawaii 35, Louisiana 28.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
They're able to get him down. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This offense is still clicking.
The hammer. 2nd down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. 1st and 10 play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. It's caught. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now from the pistol formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he'll waft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. This has become a scoring fest in the second half. Looks like the last team with the ball is going to win it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket now, and he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Slides the quick throw. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally stop him, but a big chunk play to wrap up the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Hawaii 42, Louisiana 35.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Motion by touchdown, Hawaii. Still no answer for this offense. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Look, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. In the last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Louisiana, 35.
Bringing it out. It's Cross. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Louisiana Raging Cajuns will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Raging Cajuns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Looking to throw it deep. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.